Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, folks? Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Welcome to this episode of the Antoine Spivey Sports and Entertainment Podcast Show, live on the Diva Spivey Media Network and on YouTube. I'm your host, Spivey. Y'all see who I got with me, Kellz the Truth in the building, Peacock in the building. What's good, fellas?
What's good on this good old hump day?
What's going on?
Chilling, ready to take it to you boys again, school you boys again, week after week, like I always do.
Man, here we go.
Like I always do. You know how we do.
Yeah. Okay. Huh? I said, yeah. We'll see.
Right.
Yeah. We'll see. Kellz, you've been out of line lately, man. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm always out of line. What you
been out of line, man. You need to be like Peacock and the rest of the fellas, and whatever I'm involved in, learn how to fall back, know your role.
You like to smoke.
Well, you know your role too. You just like to play tough, man. Well, no. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in on the Diva Spivey Media Network and on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content like what y'all gonna get today. That fire, that heat, how we bring it Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We got the week, 365 days of the year. Well, no, not 365 days. It's only 3 days a week, but we gets it in.
Oh, my master.
Please, y'all also keep supporting the Diva Spivey Media Network. We try to do big things over here. Let's get it going. We got a big show for y'all today. We got some NFL talk. We got some NBA talk. We got some how can I put this? Strong words by GM Andrew Berry from the Cleveland Browns. With that being said, we got some WNBA news we're gonna talk about as well. And actually, that's what we're going to jump into right now. Diana Taurasi, WNBA all-time leading scorer, retires from the game. One of the greats to ever do it. Three-time champion at UConn, three-time champion in the WNBA, 2 finals MVP. Like I just said, all-time leading scorer of the WNBA, not to mention the 6 gold medals, 2009 MVP of the WNBA finals. A great career, man. Like she gave it her all every single night she stepped on the court. One of the best to ever do it. So shouts out to Diana Taurasi, man. The game is surely gonna miss her. Give me your thoughts on that, man. How y'all feel about Big Diana Taurasi? Huh? You said bomb.
Balls. Diddy.
Pause, yeah. All right, man. Look. Y'all know what, man. We ain't doing that with Kellz today, man. Go ahead.
That gonna be a hard record to break. She played a long time in the WNBA. A great UConn player. She was one of the started that run. Consecutive games win streak. A great Phoenix Mercury player,
Something about them UConn players, boy.
Yeah, all them UConn players.
Gino.
Right. So, it's gonna be hard to beat her record, but if anybody could break it, I think it could be Aja Wilson if she keep continue playing. So great for her, I kind of figured that she was going to retire after this Olympic because her playing time was going down, her scoring average, and she was losing the steps. She was 42 years old. Yeah. So to play that long,
big ups.
In the game and still have some sort of athletics, that was great. Shout out to her. I wish her nothing but the luck in her new adventure in life. Great shooter, great scorer. It seemed like she was a great teammate too. She could be a little feisty though. I saw her be a little feisty.
I like how you brought up, records that's gonna be tough to be broke. That's why I could relate to people like Taurasi, LeBron, Bill. Patrick, Ray. But I got things that they don't got. 13. But so that's a big accomplishment. People like me, I should know about breaking records and setting records and stuff. Man. So But what you say?
You broke your own records.
That just goes to show the level of my competition. Damn. What up, Peacock, man? Talk to me.
I mean, it's definitely going to be hard. It's going to be hard to follow her. I mean, she finished, 20 seasons? Average almost 20 a game? Over 20
18 and 8.
Yeah,
18 and 8.
That's hard. You finish with over, she finished with over 10,500 plus points.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be hard to follow that. I mean, what she brings to the game, the consistency.
Let me ask y'all a question real quick before you finish, Peacock. Like, if you was able to put a Mount Rushmore of like intergender players, like, you know how they got the Mount Rushmore just for men in sports, just for women in sports. If you could have one for like men and women, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have Diana Taurasi up there. With me, I ain't gonna say that. Would you have her up there? Of course, we'll have myself, LeBron.
I'm about to say intergender.
Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Cynthia Cooper. He's talking about professional athletes.
Cynthia Cooper. You know what I'm saying? Type. No, hey, never mind me, man. Go ahead, Peacock. Never mind me. Go ahead, Peacock, man.
I thought we were just talking about pros.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
You talking about you would be up there? I mean, where you gonna fit in at?
There's only 4.
Right.
Oh, somebody getting a boot then.
I don't know about all that.
Somebody.
If I had a Mount, go ahead, Peacock.
I'm gonna say who you taking out? Who up there?
What, in the Mount Rushmore or women?
I'm asking him for him to put himself up there. Who he taking down?
For Mount Rushmore?
For yours, yeah.
For men?
You said mix. You said you gonna be up there.
I mean, like for real. Like, it have to be like, if it's 4, I would have to say, and you know, do I have to be honest or can I be biased?
Both.
Honest.
Both. Okay. Let me give you the biased side. Then I'm gonna give you the honest side.
Because it's gonna be both.
The biased side is females. It will be Serena and
Samara Bowles.
You
got Martina Navratilova.
That's a tennis player, right?
Yup.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking of.
Okay, I'm gonna say them already up there.
I'm gonna say, obviously, that's 2 tennis players, man. See? Okay, I'm gonna pick one tennis, one basketball. I'm gonna say Serena, and I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna give her flowers today. Diana Taurasi. I'm gonna give her flowers.
Okay.
For the men, me being biased, this is the biased part. But for the women, that'd be my bias and real side for right now. But for the men, my bias side will be LeBron, and myself. The honest side will be Serena and what's her name again?
Diana Taurasi. Martina.
Diana Taurasi. Since we talk about her, it'll be Serena, Diana Taurasi, and the honest side will be Muhammad Ali and myself. So, yeah. So, but go ahead, Peacock. Go ahead, finish what you said, man.
I mean, that was pretty cool. I would just had to hear yours because, you know, you must forget. Without me, there's no you. Remember that. Remember who made you.
I ain't gonna say made me, because the person that actually made me, his name is Curtis. You know what I'm saying? My cousin, Big Kurt. You know what I'm saying? He the one that actually made me in 1984. You know what I'm saying? 1984.
Older you than what you are today.
So what you did was made me understand that it's real life, manipulative people out here. And what you did, my rookie season. That's what you became. What you did my rookie season, even though I still made it to the chip, my rookie season. What you did, you bamboozled me.
We started at the same time.
So hold up.
At the same time.
So time out. Hold up. So Peacock, you taking credit to creating a monster.
Look. I ain't think you was gonna turn out that way. I ain't taking credit. I'm just letting them know.
No, brother, it's too late. It's too late. You already
I don't know if
said
I can take credit for that. When you put it like that, that's bad. Hey, that's bad credit.
Hey, you all wet.
You already took it. You already took it.
You all wet, so you might as well just earn it.
See what he turned into.
So this is your fault. Your fault, my brother. Yeah, but my Mount Rushmore women would be, you know what I'm saying? Serena would be up there. Well, I forgot that swimmer. Dana Torres, who swam until she was 42 and won a lot of gold medals and silver medals.
That's big too.
Basketball wise, it's kind of hard because you had a lot of great women basketball players.
What would y'all rank Taurasi? Just strictly basketball. Like, is she top 3?
Yeah.
Top 5?
I mean,
top
10? She got to be up there. Look at what she's doing. Look how long she done did it.
Yeah.
I mean, you got
it's only a handful of people you can really put over her, in my opinion.
Right.
Would you put Maya Moore?
Maya Moore. Oh man, Maya Moore. She didn't play long enough.
Respect.
She didn't play, but Maya Moore was Tamika Catchings was good. You had Lisa Lopez. Lisa Leslie. you had Cynthia Cooper, Cheryl Swoops, which was the first woman to even get tennis shoes. You feel me? You know, she was in the Jordan brand. So you had a lot of women basketball players. Even Rebecca Lobo, her teammate. You feel what I'm saying? Rebecca Lobo. You had a lot of great players coming up at that time. Lauren Jackson. You know, you had a lot of women who can.
Tina Thompson.
Yup, all of them.
But where would you rank?
Since she's the all-time leading scorer, she has to be up. She has to be number one.
She gotta be up there.
She broke a record. I'm always into records. You feel what I'm saying? If you can break a record, that is something that you've done that nobody else could have done. So that make you a great player, that you had the longevity plus the skills to break a record. You know, if you break a record.
At her age, she's doing it against a new competition, a new younger competition coming into the league. So you can't ignore that.
Facts. I mean, look. Again, I can relate to this. I can relate to this. She got a total, like I said, 3 national championships, 3 WNBA championships. That's 6. 6 gold medals. That's 12. You know what I'm saying? An MVP on her resume, 2-time finals MVP. I can relate to that shit. So, I mean, since we measure a lot of things on championships along with the personal accolades, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I would have to put her Mount Rushmore number 1, man.
Yeah, she's number 1.
She got to put her number 1.
But like I said, it's a lot of great women basketball.
It is.
And you know, you got a lot of great athletes out there, women athletes. You know, like you said, Serena the beat Martin record in tennis, or all them winnings, you know, them singles, you know, all that. And she was also good in doubles.
Yeah,
she was also good in the Olympics. So that's something that nobody maybe not be able to beat neither. It's Serena record.
It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, I understand that because I got a record I don't think nobody beat myself. Thank you, Peacock. You created it, right? You started
that. I would want to get credit for that.
It's okay. It's okay.
Thank you.
We talk a lot of times about individual players and they you know, gifted sport that they was able to play in, whose careers came up short. Let's talk about some players, you know, who career ended prematurely due to injury, or whatever circumstances or situation I have happened. I'll go ahead and throw one name out to start it off. Brandon Roy.
I knew you was gonna take that one
for the Portland Trail Blazers.
I knew it.
Huh? I knew you was gonna take it.
I knew you was gonna pick Brandon Roy because that's exactly who I picked.
Brandon Roy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Brandon Roy was a beast, man. He was. If it weren't for him with his knees, his
knees.
Man,
he did everything too.
Brandon Roy was giving buckets. I mean, giving buckets to people.
Yeah, he's the first one I think that went over to Germany to get that new. You know how they transfer the blood into your knee and all that, where other people are doing now.
Yeah,
he was the first player to do that. But that's your. So I'm gonna pick it. I had another player that was in my mind, but you know,
it was Brandon Roy. With Bonzi, what didn't he play with Bonzi Wells too?
Right, but he played with Bonzi Wells. He played with LaMarcus Aldridge in that year.
He sure did.
Wallace
had a team, man. They had
the year that he retired would have been a year that Dame came. In 2012, he retired.
So they would have been in the they would have been in the league together.
Dame, a healthy Brandon Roy, Dame. LA?
Yep. Dame, Brandon Roy, LA.
Woo.
Yeah.
Woo.
So I was just looking it up like, ooh, that'd have been the West would have been the West would have been like, ooh. But that's one. Another one could be Derrick Rose. If you really look at how Derrick Rose.
That's what I was gonna say. Whereas his career wasn't really, it didn't end, but it was definitely derailed by injury.
Oh no, I mean, after he had all them injuries, Derrick Rose wasn't Derrick Rose no more.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It derailed his career, the potential of his career. You look at what he could have been, or where the path that he was on, and what that did to him after that injury, and that Cousins followed that too.
Yeah, he won the MVP. Yeah,
11.
Yup,
11, right?
You right. Yep. Another player that nobody really think about is Jay Williams. Another Chicago Bull.
Yeah.
That went to Duke. But he messed his career up on his. I blame him. I mean, I started to be all because why in the hell you was on a motorcycle?
Yeah, I was there was a motorcycle incident.
Yeah,
right?
he had a motorcycle accident that derailed his career. So that was like, ugh, dude. I mean, why would you risk your career? You was the number one, he was the number one pick. You in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Why would you even risk your career like that?
Shit, I'm putting that in the contract, dude. You not no, ain't none of this gonna happen.
That's why I think that's why now it's like if you do any stupid, anything.
No, that is stupid.
Anything that's you can't do nothing. Hazardous like ride motorcycles, do skateboard. Kellen Winslow Jr.
I was gonna say Winslow did that.
Doing dumb stuff.
Never the same after that accident. But
so I mean, I know you can have fun. I understand you want to have fun, but be safe.
You gotta be smart with it. You got one. You got one Peacock.
Aaron Hernandez. Man.
This derailment was totally different.
You said not just by injury, because I was gonna go a different route. But if you look at, like you said, the stupidity, he couldn't break away from that culture, that life he grew up in. And then you look at all the stuff he went through growing up, seeing how he lost his father. When he lost his father, that's when kind of stuff went downhill. And even when the coach tried to take him under his wing, he was battling a lot of demons, and he couldn't get away from. Once he got into the NFL, got the contract, he had met his wife, and it seemed like things was going to turn around, but the demons, they just kept a hold of him. He couldn't get away from him. And then you look at what he was, and he was projected to be better than Gronk, and you see where Gronk ended up. And he was actually performing better.
He had talent, but
he had more than talent. He was performing better than Gronk.
Aaron Hernandez was a nice talent in Florida.
He was.
And when he came out of Florida, they had the two tight end with Grunt.
Yeah, they was the first team to run that type of set with they would have two dominant tight ends on the field.
It was it Aaron Hernandez helping him out, or was it Grunt?
Don't matter. They was both. They was both doing their thing.
So
And then
yeah, Aaron Hernandez.
and if he could have if he could have
I got
stayed
another
on
one for y'all.
uh-huh.
I got another one for y'all. Another Portland Trail Blazer, former Ohio State, Greg Oden.
I was just gonna say Odin. I already knew that.
Odin, it seemed like he'd have been okay, but I don't think he'd have been as dominant because his skill set was just grab the ball and dunk. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't like he had any
He was a
type
presence on
of skill.
defense as well.
I mean, president that where he'd have made his market on defense, but scoring wise, I don't think Odin would have been a big center that you can score.
He would have been. I think he could have been a double.
Yeah, maybe 10 and 10.
No.
Nah, hell no. 10 and 10. Hell no, man.
Would
You
you
better
throw
put some respect on Greg Oden.
would you throw
I said at least 15 to 18 and maybe 12 to 13 boards.
I say I give him 15.
all right, where would you throw Andrew Luck on that list? Andrew Luck, Bo Jackson, or Theismann on that list?
I would put Bo Jackson on a football list.
What about Andrew Luck?
Andrew Luck retired because he kept getting beat up.
Yeah,
He had that neck injury. He had that injury.
No, he retired. That neck injury really ain't do nothing because he could have came back. He retired because he retired because
he was mentally gone.
Yeah, he retired because he lost the love for the football. He lost the love of the game. So.
I mean, when you look at they talking about the neck injury, that was could have.
But he still picked up numbers though. While he was there,
But even after he got that last evaluation, they said what could happen if he came back and tried to play again. Because remember, they tried to bring him back. They had thought about
he was done. His mentals was done. He was done after.
I mean,
he said
not to play in life. When you talking about possible paralysis, you talking about. I mean, that's lifelong.
If you love the game enough, you crazy enough to go.
Hey, I don't know why you just said that, Peacock. You talking to Kellz.
Right.
Look, he the coach. Player come out, ankle fucked up. But he still he's hopping on the side like, hey, how that ankle fit? Oh, you can hop? All right, come on, hop your ass right back in the game. Kellz
what about Ryan Shazier?
His was a kind of sad because he got paralyzed.
That's what I'm saying.
So
very talented
linebacker from Ohio State. That could be one of them too.
He got to be. He hadn't even reached his peak yet when that injury happened.
Yeah.
I know he was trying to bounce back somewhat after injury. Ended up playing with the Phoenix Suns at one point in time as well. But Grant Hill.
You can't say Grant Hill in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
But no, I mean he's in the Hall of Fame, but if them injuries didn't happen to him, Grant Hill, I believe, especially while in Detroit, his early years in Detroit.
Oh yeah,
could have got at least two.
Well, Grant Hill was Grant Hill was like you can tell a great player how his stature is and how his
what up, Blaze? Appreciate
his, how his teammate receive him and how his play receive him. Grant Hill, even on a bum ankle, even when he went to Phoenix, Grant Hill still was balling, almost averaging triple doubles. So Grant Hill was a beast. You know what I'm saying? So it's another one. I can't think of is another player who was good. Derek Anderson. Derek Anderson for the Cavaliers. DA.
Oh, I thought you
said about the Browns quarterback.
Yeah, I'm about to be like, man, what?
I was like, man.
Look, that was saying who? Derek Anderson.
Derek Anderson.
I like the Derek Anderson.
You know what I'm saying?
I like the Derek Anderson.
His injuries, was a downfall to himself. DA. I call him DA. So.
Penny Hardaway.
Yeah.
Hardaway on there.
Was another one.
What about Josh Gordon?
Who?
I threw Josh Gordon over there previously. Yeah.
Josh Gordon.
He would have to fall in that. He would have to fall in that Aaron Hernandez category then.
For smoking weed.
He didn't know. He derailed. He sabotaged his whole career.
That's just like, okay.
He sabotaged his own career.
Okay, I understand that. I understand that. But I can't. Man, that's just stupidity. Like it's like, dude, man. Me, if I'm up here making millions, I just got to put it down. Ricky Williams was another one. I just got to put it down, man. Like
they helped him pay well,
dude. But I can't. So I really can't say like Aaron Hernandez and Josh Gordon. Like I mean, that was something, a decision by choice.
That's what I said.
It ain't like you said, Derrick Rose,
Shazier, because that was
Shazier, Brandon Roy, we just talked about, and it ain't like shit like a freak accident that just happened. Like we didn't sit up here and think about this happening, you know what I'm saying, at that particular time or that player, but Josh Gordon and Aaron Hernandez in that situation,
right.
Man, when you have time to think about the stupidity that you're going to do, you know what I'm saying? I can't give you a pass for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why they cost their own career by their dumb decisions. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think if you switch it over to baseball, if you look at the home run leader right now currently, Barry Bonds, if Griffey never got injured, do you think he would have been standing at the top of that list?
No, I think Bonds.
Remember after Griffey got injured, he missed quite a few seasons. He missed a lot of time, and then he still finished with 630 homers.
Yeah,
he'll finish with that many after missing several seasons.
He probably would have got them.
You talking about Junior, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
Junior, I think so.
I mean, he probably would have got the record, but
he would have got the record. But you look at it,
Barry Bonds would have beat it. Barry Bonds would have beat it.
Because he 100. Barry Bonds is like 100, like 120 more home runs than Griffey, or 130 more home runs than Griffey. But you adding up, remember, multiple seasons missed.
But you also got to understand how many times Barry Bonds was intentionally walk.
Yeah, but I know. You look at that, but it's still about where he finished. He finished. You look at where he finished at.
I mean, I understand, but just like you said, Griffey didn't play. Barry Bonds didn't get the hit because they was intentionally walking.
But Barry Bonds was still in the game, though. He still had the opportunity, whether they walked him or not. He was still in the game.
But he still didn't hit.
I mean, you gotta
be in the game.
You gotta put that factor in, though, that they was intentionally walking him a lot, because if they didn't, maybe them totals would have been
Barry Bonds did something. Barry Bonds did something that Barry Bonds had 40 and stole base 40. He was doing 40-40 for the 5 years before they talk about that steroid stuff. So Barry Bonds was on pace to get at least 600, 700 home runs without whatever they say without that. You feel me? And they were still scared of Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
So
Griffey was a bad dude. Like Griffey wasn't feared either, though.
Not like Barry Bonds.
Don't act like Griffey wasn't feared either.
I guarantee you this.
Go.
I guarantee you this. If you ask a pitcher who you rather pitch against, Barry Bonds or Ken Griffey Jr.
Ooh.
Hey, that's a tough, because you look at, he played almost 300 more games. You look at, he played almost.
I'm talking about in a prime. I'm not talking about missing.
Griffey in his prime wasn't Griffey in his prime wasn't no slouch. Come on.
And Barry Bonds wasn't either.
So, but you don't act like it was a huge separation in them two players.
Now, I ain't never seen no pitchers go up there and walk them in with the bases loaded. Like, I give you a run.
Yeah.
I would give you a run. Like, literally,
you got to look at who he had behind him. Would you rather face? They do it. They do it to Stanton. They do it to Judge. If the bases look, sometimes they're walking, but it all depends on who they got batting behind them. That's another thing that play a role in it.
They didn't want Bonds. Bonds didn't. I don't care. It wasn't even nobody behind him with Bonds when he was in the Giants uniform. It wasn't nobody behind him. It wasn't nobody who they were scared.
No, I agree again.
Griffey was a bad boy, but Barry Bonds.
Griffey
wasn't no slouch.
He definitely wasn't no slouch.
But not only that, but you look at he finished number 7. Even with all that time missed, even with all that time missed, he still hit 630 home runs with all the time that he missed.
Okay, that's true. I give you that. So again, if you go put that factor in, you got to put the factor in, as Kellz just said, how many times have Barry Bonds been walked?
Now that's the only reason. No, the reason why I didn't because Barry Bonds was still in the game, so he still had the opportunity. Now you put Griffey, if Griffey still had the opportunity, but only hit that 630, then I will give him a little more credit for that. But if Griffey up there, I'm pretty sure he'd be getting walked too if he was doing the same type of damage or still in the game at that time. But when you're not physically in the game and you don't have the opportunity, it's kind of like, how can you count that against him?
Okay, so how can you count against if he don't got the opportunity because he getting walked?
Right. Oh, he's still up there. Hey, if you get intentionally walk, hey, you just get walked.
But that ain't his fault. But the same thing as you feel like Griffey not getting that opportunity if he not playing, Bonds not getting that opportunity to swing a bat if he getting intentionally walked.
That was due to scenario. That was scenario based.
I'm about to hit you with your own slogan.
That was scenario based.
What y'all say?
The best availability is availability.
All right, so that's not
without all that availability. He still hit 630 and ended up number 7 on the list.
And that's great because he was a great hitter. He was a great hitter, but if you look at how many times Barry Bonds walked, you got to put that factor in, Peacock. You got to.
I included. They didn't want him to get the record. Part of that was because some of them didn't want him to get that record.
No, they didn't want to get Barry Bonds hit home runs and he hit for average, and he was stealing bases.
Yeah,
Barry Bonds was just not a home run hitter.
But listen to what you just said. What was Griffey doing? Stealing bases, hitting for average, and hitting homers.
Okay, but
I'm not knocking Griffey.
I'm not knocking Griffey.
Griffey was out there doing his thing. He was, but again,
with fear.
If you go say Griffey missed the games, you got to add in the factor of Barry Bonds getting walked. I got another player for y'all.
Y'all better put some respect on Bonds.
You say what?
Better put your respect, even though his head went from.
It was never any disrespect.
Even though his head was 10 inches, then after it was only 8. That's okay.
What about and this is on a whole different, you know what I'm saying, like level, like this a tragedy, you know what I'm saying, like that happened like on the court if I'm not mistaken. Reggie Lewis.
That's another choice that Reggie Lewis was great, but he made the choice to do that. You feel what I'm saying?
You made the choice to do what?
Do drugs. Oh, Reggie Lewis. No, I was thinking about Reggie. No, Reggie. No, my bad. That was somebody else. Reggie Lewis did get injured. Reggie Lewis was nice. I was thinking about somebody else named Reggie. My bad.
No, you good. But yeah, I think he collapsed on the court.
Yeah, he went in a cardiac arrest.
Yeah, on the court, passed away on the court. Mm-hmm. But he was young too, gifted, you know what I'm saying? Like very talented for the Celtics.
Hank Gathers.
You say who?
Hank Gathers.
Yeah.
He didn't even get to the pros. He just passed away. Right. That dude was averaging 26-15 at Laurel Marymount. That dude was good.
Yeah. It's a lot of players, man, who was very talented, who had the ability to do big things in their profession of sport that they played, but unfortunately, whether it was injuries or another situation, it just didn't pan out that way, man. But I wish the ones we just named we really could have seen their careers just strive and take off and see the actual ability and talent that these men and women had. So, but there was some of our few. Moving on, let's talk about these Cavs. Last night dominated Orlando, beating them by 40, 122 to 82, I believe. The way we are playing this year, we have a great home record, great road record. Do y'all think we need home court throughout these playoffs to bring another championship back to Cleveland?
You want to start it, Kim?
Go ahead.
I feel though no. I feel as though we are good enough to win on the road. We are built. I'm gonna say built to win on the road and at home. But it will help. I mean, you will always want home court advantage. You know what I'm saying? That extra game, that extra motivation. The fans is on your, especially in Game 7. You will always want Game 7 to be at your house because you want your fans. You can see the energy, you see
Appreciate you.
the
Night Tank.
momentum. So I feel that the way the Cavs are playing at this present time, we are built for both. But yeah, I would think so. I would want it to go through Cleveland. I would want it to go through Cleveland because you had that fan support. But I don't think they need it. I don't think because they are built to play on the road and home.
What up, Peacock?
No, I don't think we need it. I mean, we lost 6 on the road. We only lost 4 at home. So we still play. Our play is still stronger at home, but we strong on both sides of the ball as far as home court and in away. So I don't see us really needing that due to the way we performing. I mean, we're not getting dogged by teams. We're not going to just going out there and just losing games or how it was some years where you win more games at home than you do on the road. I mean, we winning wherever we go, whether we at home, whether we on the road. And really, ain't nobody really like threatening us significantly. If you really look at it, yeah, it's gonna be some tough teams. We ain't just gonna blow through everybody. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying we can win anywhere we go, on the road or at home.
I love y'all passion as Cavs fans. I do. I'm a Cavs fan. I love my Cavs too. But yeah, I think we need it. Like it's scary going into Boston.
I mean, we
You don't
go.
want to go to Boston for a Game 7. No,
We ain't gonna have to go to games. We gonna be
playing. Good as we playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish we could tighten up on defense a little bit more, but good as we playing, you don't want to go to Boston with a Game 7. And then let's just say we make it to the finals. Let's just say that happens, we make it to the finals. Do you really want to go to a Game 7 against either OKC, or whom I think might be the shocker that could maybe come out the West? It's the Lakers. You know, I say that all season.
I'll take it against the Lakers.
In a Game 7 with Bron and Luka?
Yeah, I'll take it against
especially with Bron?
Because only reason why I said that because you know the two. You know you have to beat you got to stop at least contain one of the two. You know what I'm saying? Which one would you want to contain is the one that you won't have to. Me personally, I would try to contain Luka and let LeBron try to take over because LeBron a little bit older at this time. And let the others try. But I'm not scared of the Lakers at home. I mean, on the road. But, you know, as it is now, we don't have to worry about that because the Celtics like 6 games.
Hard to win.
I mean, if you look at it as of right now, we got home court advantage as it is right now. Only way that change is if we lose at home and then it flip-flop and end up in the other team's favor. But as of right now, we going to have home court advantage.
Man, listen, we need it. I don't give a damn how good we playing, how good we look. We need that shit. Again,
well, ain't we 6 games up on Boston?
Huh?
Ain't we 6 games up on Boston in the standings?
Yeah, 6, I believe, 6. But still,
it's gonna take a hell of a.
I don't want to go to Boston for a Game 7. I don't care how good we playing. I don't want to do it.
As long as we stay number 1, we don't have to.
Let me take that chance at home. I need that chance at home. We need this home court. And again, we get to the final to face OKC. Only things in the West I'm really worried about is OKC and the Lakers. I'm not worried about Memphis. I'm not worried about Denver. Like,
you ain't worried about Joker?
No, I don't care. No.
Okay.
No, we smacked on them, and even though I know it's a regular season, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the way this team is constructed. And then again, we got the Kenny Atkinson, first-time coach. It's a lot of things, man. Playoff teams play differently. Things really get buckled down. Rosters start to shrink. It's a lot. So we need that home court. We need that.
But I think our roster ain't gonna shrink during the playoffs.
Give me a Game 7 at home any day against anybody.
As it is right now,
I
said as it stands right now, how it's looking. If we go a Game 7, it's gonna be in our house.
Hey, we need it. I'm taking it.
You like damn that. You like damn that. I just need home court advantage. I don't care what we.
Right.
I want home court advantage.
Again, I'd rather have that game 7 downtown Cleveland than either in Boston, OKC. Hell, for real. Even though we just smacked them around, New York for that matter. Even though we just smacked them around. No, man. Matter of fact, I don't give a damn.
I mean, you naturally play better at home anyway. So
man,
you didn't feel no
role players shoot better. Everything's so good. You get to sleep in your own bed. Game 7, I'd rather wake up in my own bed for a game 7.
Kiss your wife, see the kids.
Give me some good breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Like, man.
Hey, me for game 7, baby, you coming with me.
Facts. Like, give me game 7 at home. All day, every day. But I got faith in our Cavaliers. I believe we gonna hold this lead. I believe we go be that number 1 seed in the East and eventually get the number 1 overall seed in the NBA, man, and get this title back to Cleveland. You know what I'm saying?
OKC record right now? They 40 something and 11 or something like that.
What we 48 and 10? What we 48 and 10?
They 11. They lost another one.
Yeah, they got 11 losses.
Okay. All
they lost the other night to Minnesota in overtime.
Yep.
Oh, that Anthony Edwards block was nice.
Yeah. Ant-Man. Get up to Ant-Man. The Bengals ready to make Jamar Chase the highest paid player, now quarterback in the NFL. Y'all think it's a smart move for the Bengals to do that? Especially trying to keep T. Higgins.
Yes, because what I wrote down the top 5 wide receivers. Jefferson making 35, CeeDee Lamb making 34, AJ Brown and average is making more than St. Brown, but 32, 30, and 30, and he'll make it 30. So what I'm saying, to keep Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, because T. Higgins gonna want at least 25. I'll give T. Higgins at least 25. So to get Jamar Chase, I'll say I would give him, to make him happy, probably around about 38. 38. Give T. Higgins 26. And that's a lot to be into your wide receivers. You know what I'm saying?
With some bad boys.
Huh?
With some bad boys though.
Yeah, but it's gonna be up to Jamar. Do Jamar really want to be the highest paid, or do he want his fellow teammate to eat too? You know what I'm saying?
I know he ain't gonna leave 150 million on the table.
Right.
Well, if you want to stay, if you want to stay somewhere and win titles, like everybody say, titles are better than money aspect. So. So
again, he ain't gonna leave 150 million dollars on the table.
150 million on the table.
Yeah, if he
you got to be a fool to leave 150 million on the table.
To a team that don't win, then he going for the money. So I mean, I understand the money aspect of it, but if he really wants Higgins to get back, he gonna have to at least take maybe 38. He can't get 40.
He can't get 40.
He can't get 40. Because it's gonna be too much to get. It's gonna be too much to get T. Higgins. That's if you get Jamar 40 and get T. Higgins 30 or 26, that's tying your whole salary cap into your wide receiver position. Now, and then you try to sign Trey Henderson. He gonna want at least the top 5 defensive money.
Yeah, he gonna want to get paid too.
Right. So, leaving on 150 on the table. You crazy if you leave 150 on the table. Look,
Kellz sit up here lying to the people.
Right.
He ain't my name. My name is even $150 million on that.
He said what he say? He said he'll leave 200 million on the table if he happy.
He lying.
He happy being in the market. He'll leave 200 million.
He's lying.
300 million ain't a thing to him.
He's lying.
You ain't leaving no 150, 200, no 300 million on the table.
If
You
I
got
did,
it.
then what? Then y'all be calling me stupid, right?
Yeah.
All right, then now ask yourself this question. This is a dude who y'all always claim that I settle for mediocrity, right?
Oh
Dude,
my goodness.
you leaving 200 and
So,
300 million on the table is
I'm just
insane.
saying. So it's not.
You know what? You know
What's gonna
what?
happen to him? He gonna leave 300 million on the table, and then when it's time to cut him, they gonna tell him it was a business decision. Now he $300 million.
I just want producer. You know they got to do
Right,
what
and
they
then
got
you
to
gonna
do.
say,
They
No.
tell me at 150
You know
million.
what?
What's the
If
difference?
you left
I'm still gonna
150,
get cut.
if you
What
left
you mean, what's the
150
difference?
million,
I'm still gonna get cut.
if you left 150, $200 million
if
on
I
the
get
table,
cut, I'd rather be
you will go
100.
past mediocrity. You
Right.
won't even be mediocrity. You'll just be flat out stupid.
So, did you hear what he just said? He said if he get cut, it's gonna be the same. If I'm gonna get cut by a team, I'd rather have 150 to $200 million extra in my pocket when I get cut. Like Watson.
If you get cut, you're not getting that extra 150 million.
They gotta pay you. Oh, they gotta pay. They gonna pay you.
What sport are we talking about? What sport are we talking about? We talk about football.
We talking about you saying you would leave 150
all my money
to 200 plus million on the table just to be happy where you at.
What sport are we talking?
It don't matter. It don't matter if we talking basketball, if we talking baseball.
200 million on
you
the
leaving
table.
150 million is the same no matter what sport you playing.
No, it's different in football because
200 plus million on the table because you want to stay with that particular team. Well, how's it different?
It's different in football.
Peacock, let me ask you a question, Peacock.
You know why it's different in football? I'm gonna tell you what's different in football. Ask this question now. Ask this question, then I'll go come back and tell you what's the difference in football than any other sport. Any other sport. Football, you get cut before your contract is before you even see that 150. You have to get all your money and guaranteed money just because of that. So if I get a contract for $400 million or whatever, and my other team is offering me whatever money that get into that I was already settled in with, that I already know, that 150 I might not get. It depends on how I perform. If I don't perform well, they go cut me. I don't get that 150 million.
Now what you doing is you throwing other stuff in there to make yourself sound a little more reasonable. Because just the other day you said you will walk away with $150 million less. You said you will go 200, 300 million. You said you will walk away with that less amount of money just to stay where you at.
It depends on the
sport. We was talking baseball. You said you would stay in New York. Hold on. You said you would stay in New York for 150 to 200 plus million dollars less just to stay in New York, even though you can go somewhere else.
New York, I like the city. So
why can't you be 200? Why can't you still have a home in the city and still be? You ain't leaving no 200 plus million on the table just to stay in New York.
I'm sorry.
I wish somebody would offer me that.
You can still live in New York and still have your 200 plus million.
I would like to be tested. Somebody please out there offer me 150 million.
Man. Then when you realize you can't afford to live out there no more because you left 300 million on your table, it's gonna be a problem.
If I can't, if I'm getting 250 million,
you said no, you left it on the table. You ain't getting that no more. You left it on the table.
I can't live somewhere that I got bad management.
You got 50 million because you left 150 on the table.
I'm glad you said that, Kellz. That's why in 2 years you will finally have good management on your side. See,
I said financial. I ain't say working.
He couldn't be no financial advisor. He couldn't be no agent.
I'm not. I wouldn't because
you're gonna be happy here. Leave that 200 million on the table. You're gonna be happier here.
An agent will tell you.
Hey, you better be 20%. You better be single.
An agent gonna tell you what?
I'm gonna do the Jim Tomey because Jim Tomey wanted to stay in Cleveland, but he said he talked to his wife. His wife said take the money, so he said
right.
That was my rock.
He took the money. He took the money and came back later.
Like, you better take that 200 million. You go take that 200 million.
Hey, he took that money. He took that money.
But you took the money.
Then came back here and retired from here.
All right, I'm not going
with the money.
But you took the money though.
But he didn't win a championship though. That was the basis of the whole conversation.
Okay,
remember that.
Also, another conversation that being brought up around the NFL owners, circle, NFL player association. The NFL now is trying to ban Philly's tush push. Do y'all feel like that's fair or foul for the NFL to ban a play that a team is successful on, like Philadelphia? There's only like two teams that really run that play, which is Philly or Buffalo, if I'm not mistaken.
Buffalo run it dumb. I don't care. Tush push.
Do you think it's fair or foul, Peacock?
I mean, at the end of the day, they got down there. So it was your job to stop them, to prevent them from getting in that position. If you would have stopped them, they would have never been in that position to do that anyway. So my thing is, it's like, I guess you could say some people look at it like it's too easy or it's a guaranteed play. But at the same time, it's teams that's stopped it before in the past. At the end of the day, you're a professional player. It's a professional defense. You're supposed to stop them from doing it. Don't let them get in that position and it wouldn't happen.
Right. Don't let me get 9 yards on the previous 2 plays.
30 yards on the previous play. 50 yards on the previous play. Yeah. If they not down there, they can't do it. And that's the problem. They doing it to get into the end zone, because when it's to get a first down, you don't hear nothing. When they doing it to get a first down, but when they doing it to get in the end zone, that's when you hear it.
See, I mean, me personally, I'm gonna say this.
Here we go.
It's a foul. It's fair. It's a foul because it's part of the game. It is part of the game. If you can't stop it, then you should prevent them on 2nd and 10, 3rd and 9, or whatever to get there. But if I'm a running back in that situation, then it'd be fair. Because you taking money out my pocket because I ain't getting no touchdown.
I need to eat too.
So it go, but I mean, you can look at it from both ways. You can look at it from this. Is it easy? Yes, when you got a quarterback who's squatting 750 pounds, you know what I'm saying? So all he got to do is just push his legs through. Is it foul? I mean, is it fair? I mean, if I'm a running back on that team, yeah, because damn, at least I could let me at least get a chance. But it shouldn't be banned because it's part of the game. I mean, how would you do that? Well, okay, this is how you can do it. If they go tush push, don't have the tight end or somebody behind them. Just have
how about like y'all just said, stop it.
Oh yeah.
Don't let me get a position to where stop me on 1st and 2nd down. Hell, maybe for 3rd down. Don't put me in a position to where it's 2nd and 1 or 2nd and goal from the 1 or the half-inch line or 4th and goal from the 1. Don't put me in those situations. Stop me in the 3rd. Stop me getting at least 7 of them yards. Because sometimes they go for it be 4th and 2. They still do the shit.
Right. Let me ask you a question, though.
What's up?
Let me ask you a question. Do you really think if they had the tush push and eat the Philadelphia that Jalen Hurts would be getting all these touchdowns? Rushing touchdowns. I'm talking about like rushing. Because every year, the last couple of years, he's been averaging almost like 13 touchdowns a game, a year.
I think that 13 will probably drop to
6.
Yeah, I was about to say between 6 and 8.
So the difference because Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson actually get their rushing touchdown from scrambling. You know what I'm saying?
Jalen Hurts.
I know Jalen Hurts, most of his touchdowns is from tush push.
I mean, but he have also scored with design runs and scrambles. But I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, so I mean, will he be up there in the touchdown race with everybody else if it weren't for that tush push? I mean, I want to know why people feel like it's foul because they can't stop it.
That's what it is.
So I mean, this is the NFL. Defensive coordinators y'all are supposed to be smart enough to know how to stop it. But you can't stop it when the quarterback is bench pressing, squatting 700 pounds.
Facts.
He's squatting.
Facts. Yeah.
So you might well just go ahead, like you said, 3rd and 2. You better try to get a damn sack.
Right. Stop me. Don't allow me to get in that situation where you know what's, and the crazy thing about it, they know it's coming.
Everybody knows it's coming.
They know it's coming.
So they give me 4th and 1. Here comes the tush push. And everybody lined up.
Kind of like Peacock. He know every year I'm gonna bust a move, but yet he get on everybody's case, but he don't do nothing to stop it. And he had the opportunity to stop it this season.
See, here you go. You ain't gonna let it go. See, you bully everybody else. You don't bully me. That's everybody else you bully.
You know,
that's how you end up getting where you at.
I didn't have to bully you in this situation. That's crazy. I didn't have to bully you. I literally handed you the championship, and you didn't take it. Cleveland Browns GM Andrew Berry stands on what he said as far as not trading Myles Garrett. Is it smart to keep him, or should we trade him, Kellz?
I'm gonna keep him, because the one thing, have you ever noticed when a player asks to be traded, they talk about how they're not gonna show up for camp, they're not gonna show up for anything. I'm disgruntled, and they always want to push the button. If Myles Garrett really wanted to be out here, he'll be up here making a real mess out of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe he's not that type of guy to do that.
But still, you ain't think who wanted to Tyreek Hill talk about he don't want to play no more. Then I gotta look at my career decision. You know what I'm saying?
Tyreek Hill seemed like one of those dudes.
So it's like, okay, who else got pushed? Kevin Durant. I don't want to play here no more. Kyrie. Them people. I think he more or less frustrated. You know, if the Browns can show him their vision, send them down, show them where they can be at, starting with the quarterback situation, get him another edge rusher who can at least stop the double team. He gonna get double team no matter where he go, on a defending team, or anywhere. He still gonna get double team because Myles Garrett that great. But to trade him, we're gonna have to get some. I'm talking about low. I'm not talking about no 3 first-round picks and that's all. I'm talking about I need 3 threes, this 1 3 to the next, a 3rd-round pick, and I need a defensive end to replace Myles Garrett. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Now let's see if somebody would give me that. If somebody would give me that, yeah, okay, I'll trade you. But if I'm not getting what I want from him, if it's not, no, I'm not trading Myles Garrett. We about to sit down. I'm about to, here go your extension. This is how much money I could give you. I'm about to give you this young boy to help you rush the passer. I'm about to go out and give me another quarterback. I'm about to eat Deshaun Watson contract because he ain't gonna be here. And that's how I would show Myles Garrett.
What about you, Peacock?
As far as not trading Myles, well, I look at it. I mean, you look at what you might get back for him. Yeah, you might get some draft picks, but you see where we at now with it. And I was staying with him. I mean, I know he kind of disgruntled, unhappy, but he unhappy because he want to win. And if he goes somewhere else, if we start, trading away the picks now or doing all that, that almost looking like we in rebuild mode. If we end up going into rebuild mode, then you already know he want to be out. Because as long as he been here, I don't think he want to sit through another rebuild process. So that's why I think Andrew Berry's not going to go that route. I think he going to attempt to make the necessary moves to bring in the necessary pieces so we can get back to where we were and be in contention again. Because like you say, look at the years he gave, the time he gave, the effort he done put in, the MVPs. He don't want to waste no more years here. And I wouldn't either, quite frankly. I mean, I done dedicated all my time, all my effort, blood, sweat, and tears. Same situation.
That's how you feel?
Same situation with Joe Thomas. I mean, I'm Browns fan, so like diehard Browns fan. I'm not leaving the home team, but I'm just going from his perspective.
I understand why I took over your organization now.
Now,
you ain't been with
all right, here you go. Before you go, he even considered he consulted LeBron before he made the move. LeBron went through something similar. So he
But
reached out.
See,
He
that's the
reached
thing
out.
I don't like. That's the thing I don't like.
I'm just saying he reached out to get advice from somebody who went through something similar.
What did LeBron went through in his tenure in Cleveland but winning? That's the only thing.
What I'm saying is you look at because he didn't have the necessary. I guess he didn't have the right pieces around him. Look at that first year. That first year we went when we went to the finals and we got blew out by the Spurs. But then
that don't count. I don't count that one because we had Pavlovich.
Right. Okay, that's what I'm saying. But then you got to look at the years after that. He ain't had the right pieces around him.
How right? Okay, look. You said winning. The Cavaliers was winning. They was
not just winning. You want to win the whole thing
every year.
You want to win the whole thing. They want to win everything every year. You want to win the whole thing, not settle for mediocrity. We want to win the whole thing. We don't want to just be there or get there. We want to win the whole thing.
Okay, so it took him to go to another team that he had to build up himself to get them over the hump after the
he had to build up who?
Only one. The Miami Heat didn't want to make the Miami Heat.
Who was there when he went there?
Who was there?
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade.
So he ain't have to build up, start over, and build up. He ain't have to build that team
to get
where they forget Bosh. Don't forget Bosh.
I was going to mention that next. He didn't have to go there and build Miami. Miami wasn't no expansion team or a bunch of bums that couldn't play together.
After they championship in 06, Miami was barely making the playoffs.
Dude, you can't sit here and tell me that staying here in Cleveland was the same with the players we had in Cleveland was the same thing as him going to Miami with Bosh and Wade.
He brought Bosh and Wade. He had Wade and Bosh.
My point exactly.
Every role player he brought in was from Cleveland. Mike Miller came from with Cleveland. Damon Jones.
He still didn't build them. They already had a player here.
Mike Miller came to Cleveland after LeBron left Miami and came back to Cleveland.
Oh yeah, that's right. His second year.
Got him.
Man.
Got him.
Well, like I said before, that was a cop out for him to leave.
It might have been, but what I'm saying is when they didn't bring the necessary players here, so he left
because they didn't want to come.
Yeah, that's why he left. They couldn't get here, so he left because he wanted to win. He wanted to win the whole thing. He didn't want to just get to the playoffs.
Never mind.
You laughing, but you got to think about it, Kellz. You know,
Kellz don't like championships. Kellz
that's what I'm saying. That's why I say
I don't like people who have to leave a situation where it was already good for him.
Was it good for him? It was good for him. In your eyes, was it good for him?
LeBron had everything that he wanted in Cleveland.
Did he?
The only thing
he had the right players around him to get there. He couldn't get over. He couldn't get it done by himself.
The only thing he didn't have was other star players want to come to Cleveland.
Each time he won it all,
each time he
won it all, who did he have around him? What type of players did he have around him? What type of players did he have around him each time he won?
They had Bosh to come to Cleveland. He said no.
When he won with the Lakers, who did he have with him?
Anthony Davis.
When he won here in Cleveland, who did he have with him?
Kyrie Irving.
So you telling me
Kevin Love
and J.R. Smith.
And he left to come back. You know why he left?
Again,
Miami?
You're telling me that was the same thing as staying here in Cleveland.
Oh, let me ask you this
question. The first time we went with those players.
Let me ask you this question. Why did he leave Miami? Why did he leave Miami? Miami won championships.
Because
he came back home.
Because he fell out with Pat Riley.
Okay, so but he still won championships. And
he said he set out to go, and that was a win-1 here in Cleveland. And he came home and he did it.
So what was the difference from him leaving and staying?
If he asks that question one more time, man.
I mean, it's no difference.
Kill. Who was our starting five? Who was our starting five when he was here the first year we went?
Our first year here?
Yeah, who hit the first year we went to the finals?
And Kyrie Irving.
No, the first year we went to the finals against the Spurs. Who was our starting five?
LeBron was in his 4th year.
Who was our starting five?
It was Sasha Pavlovich. It was Drew Gooden, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, and Larry Hughes.
Now you look at that,
and they went to the finals.
LeBron took us to the finals.
LeBron took Miami to the finals. So
he had Wade and Bosh. They went. He had Wade and Bosh. Don't act like. Hold on, you tell me Wade never won one without. Did Wade win one without LeBron?
Yes.
So therefore, he didn't just take him because Wade was able to get there.
He had Shaq.
Bron needed Wade. Bron needed Wade more than Wade needed Bron.
Man. Like I said before, it was to me, basketball wise, when you went 10 straight years with a team that so-called could get to the finals, and you went 10 straight years in the Eastern Conference Finals with the team, you should have been able to win.
Those players you called out, how long did they last in the NBA after LeBron left?
Oh, Jordan went down his first year to with him in Miami. Damon Jones went down there.
You talking about Gooden? You talking about Larry Hughes?
Gooden played.
You look at when Hughes got here. Look how he was playing when he got here. He tailed off real quick.
Everybody tailed off with LeBron. What you talking about?
No, he fell.
Larry Hughes tailed off eating all them damn chicken wings and shit.
So what I'm saying is, you can't say that they was on the same level as the players when he went down to Miami, and on the same level as JR. When JR and them got here, when Kevin Love got here, those same players were not on the same level from that first year when he was here.
JR got traded.
J.R. Smith was here. I'm talking about comparison of that starting five to our starting five when he got back.
When LeBron came back, who was LeBron? It was only one person on the team that was even here.
Our championship year. What I'm saying is,
in 2014, the starting lineup for the Cavaliers was what?
Oh my God, Kellz.
In 2014, what was the starting lineup for Cavaliers?
Kellz. We had Kyrie here.
J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith didn't get traded until the mid-season of that year.
We had Kyrie. Don't forget Kyrie was here.
It was Kyrie. It was Kyrie, Kevin Love. You talking about
It was Kyrie. It was Kyrie. Yeah, it was Kyrie.
We had Love and Kyrie.
No, Kevin Love wasn't here.
No. Kevin Love got traded.
What I'm saying,
when Bron came back, I think that's when the Cavs had the #1 pick and they drafted Andrew Wiggins.
And we traded Andrew Wiggins
to Minnesota and got Kevin Love.
That's what I'm saying. But he was here on the team that year. So what I'm saying, I'm comparing. I'm doing a comparison, saying that is not the same roster. That is not in comparison. And that roster is not on the same level as the roster he took to the finals that first year when they played against the Spurs. That is not those teams are completely different levels.
Hey, that's a great accomplishment for LeBron. If you really look at it.
Exactly. We're not saying it's not an accomplishment. What I'm saying is he needed more around him if he wanted to get over the hump.
That narrative right there is this. Why they didn't win the first year when they got there?
Because they didn't have enough talent to get it done.
I'm talking about Miami.
The first year against Dallas?
Yes.
Oh, because Bron fucked up trying to play that villain role and he choked. Bron choked.
Okay, so what I'm saying, they had everything in that piece, but he still lost that Western line. That championship to Dirk, right?
Yeah, he lost. Right? But don't act like Dallas was a sorry team, though. Don't act like Dallas was sorry.
Man,
Dallas wasn't no sorry team.
So you said Dallas could have beat Miami with
they did beat Miami.
LeBron.
They did beat Miami.
Yeah, because LeBron didn't play well. You still had D-Wade and you still had Chris Bosh.
Kellz, I don't care what you say.
Dallas was on the mission. Dallas was on the mission that year. Both y'all made some valid points.
Man.
But it was Bron again. Bron needed Wade more than Wade needed Bron in that my whole Miami situation. But great point. Great, yeah. He did. Great point, fellas. I appreciate everybody that tuned in on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content like y'all seen tonight. This fire we bringing y'all Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
There's got to be some more post show. So you got the chin
and on the Diva Spivey Media Network for myself.
Kellz ain't finished with me.
Kellz Cook for myself, Peacock and Kellz. We're gonna catch y'all Friday. Don't forget, pick one or sip one. We see y'all Friday. Deuces.
Peace.
Like the Cavs, we got